This is all about the fear of the fact that it could unravel, and he, of course, could be exposed for whether he was telling the truth or not on his visa application.
And we see the way that Harry and Meghan treated Queen Elizabeth in her twilight years. It was cruel, it was unfair.
Millions of pounds flow into the royal coffers, masked as public support, when in reality, it's a lifelong subsidy hidden from the public eye.
Now, the latest Channel 4 Dispatches documentary has revealed details about the royal family's finances, including reports that private royal estates have received millions of pounds of income from public bodies and charities.
Yeah, it's been claimed that the Duchies of Lancaster and Cornwall portfolios have generated almost £50 million.
Prince Harry knows this game better than anyone. He's been hinting for years at secret deals, clandestine alliances between the elite.
It's funny, isn't it, when things go wrong for individuals, particularly those that tell us about how we should have integrity, transparency and all that sort of stuff. Best to tell the truth from the off, that sort of thing. If you remember, of course, with Prince Harry was forever telling us about these secret press parties that were held at the palace, that all these deals were done between hierarchy, senior royals to get the very best press coverage, that sort of stuff. And that's why he was, hoofing it off, Mexican. He wanted to strike out on his own, have his own independence. And then, of course, he realised, I think, that without the security and, of course, the integrity of the British monarchy and that team around him, just how quickly it falls through.
The royals may claim adherence to UK laws, but who writes those rules? Not the people. These are rules shaped by and for the throne.
A spokesperson for the Duchy of Lancaster, that's the private estate of the King, said it complies with all relevant UK legislation and regulatory standards applicable to its range of business activities. And they also said that the Duchy operates as a commercial company, managing a broad range of land and property assets across England and Wales.
A spokesperson for the Duchy of Cornwall said it is a private estate with commercial imperative, which we achieve alongside our commitment to restoring the natural environment and generating positive social impact for our communities.
And across the pond, Harry and Meghan have taken their titles and donned the mantle of the American woke elite, a new dynasty in the making.
Look, I think it does work for Trump. I think to weaponise his contempt for Harry and Meghan, in particular Meghan, really plays well to his conservative base, because Harry and Meghan are the face of the woke elite in America, aren't they? They're sort of whinging grifters, if you were. And that really plays well to the average Trump voter who doesn't like that sort of person, doesn't like to be spoken down to or patronised in any way. And of course, Trump has been very blunt in his appraisal, again, particularly of Meghan, saying that Harry's whipped. He told Piers Morgan in an interview that Harry was whipped and that the marriage wouldn't last, and that, in fact, that Meghan was using him. So he's been very savage in his appraisal of Meghan in particular. And again, he's weaponising that to remind his voters who to vote for, in a way.
While Harry battles the Home Office in court over his security, the royals sit comfortably, enjoying a protection most citizens could never dream of.
Well, indeed, Cara. Well, great to see you again from foreign climes. But this really is an interesting story about Prince Harry and his relationship with his father, the King. Of course, he's had this long-running court case with the Home Office, taking the British government to court over his security arrangements. And of course, you will remember the British government said that he wasn't eligible for security when in the UK and visiting with his family, which has caused quite a stir for Harry. He said that he doesn't feel that it's safe enough to bring his wife and children back to the UK, and he's been staying in hotels rather than staying at Buckingham Palace. So the issue for the King is, does he start getting into conversations with Harry about this? It could create something called legal jeopardy for the King. Of course, Prince Harry has quite a propensity to repeat private conversations between himself and other members of the royal family. So it could be a real big legal issue for the King if he was to discuss this, and those conversations were to be aired in a court of law. So the King is caught between a rock and a hard place, it seems, between having a relationship with his son and then obviously trying to help him out to get him to come to the country a bit more often. Well, it's interesting. That's an interesting point as well, because, when he did visit here in May for the 10th of UK in May for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games, he decided to stay in a hotel once more. And we understand that he had asked the palace for use of a royal residence. There was a bit of a gap between the correspondence, but he was able and was offered a chance to stay in one of the apartments at Buckingham Palace. He decided to turn that down, interestingly, and stay at hotels, citing once more security reasons. And to me, this doesn't really make sense. I mean, how on earth can Harry be far more safer in a hotel in London than staying behind palace walls where he'd be afforded the royalty protection? And again, Harry's point falls down on several notions, because he has been told that it will be on a case-by-case basis if he's coming to see the king, or he's coming here on sort of official family business like the coronation, which he did. He will be afforded that royalty protection. So, Harry is sort of digging his heels in with the British government here, and it will be interesting to see how long this saga runs on for.
Meanwhile, Trump's eyeing a new royal invitation should he retake the presidency. Because even in a democracy, there's a certain thrill in dining with royalty.
And as you've discussed there, it has been threatened in the past. But I think as Trump gets closer and closer to the presidency, and if he is elected president, he wants another invitation to Buckingham Palace. You can see how excited he was by his time with the Queen. The whole family was there. Eric was there in 2019, his son as well. And what he's now saying is that Harry has nothing to be worried about being deported. In fact, he's going so far almost to say that Harry and Meghan are irrelevant, which suggests to me that he and the Trump family are really trying to strengthen their bonds with Charles and Camilla and William and that part of the family, and that they're not really taking much interest in Harry. Who knows how it'll play out? There's still pressure from the Heritage Foundation for there to be some disclosure around Harry's visa papers, because as someone who just recently did an American visa, it's very clear you have to state whether or not you've taken. And we know that in Spare, Harry spoke at length about taking. So it hasn't fully played out yet, but it's an interesting turn of events. And so, Caroline, you remember when Meghan Markle came out and she said that she had not had any support from the royal family when she entered the family, that she didn't get mental health support when she needed it, and that there was really no instruction or support. Well, a royal insider has come out and said that Sir Clive Alderton, who currently works for the King, that he was very mindful that she should be fully supported. Of course, she was from America.
The notion that Meghan received no support from the firm is a tall tale. Wasn't it always about controlling the narrative?
It's utterly implausible to me that Meghan was not offered support. After the Diana debacle, after all the horrors that went around Fergie, the Duchess of York, after the Camilla problem, Camilla, after Diana's trying to reintroduce her as Charles's consort and partner, that had to be micromanaged. That doesn't suggest to me that a palace would turn around and go, oh, she can just work it out herself. Of course they would have steered her through it. But as the late Queen said, recollections may vary. I think it's interesting that we're getting more information about these anecdotes by Meghan, and that they are being widely disproven. More and more people from the palace or palace adjacent are starting to speak out. And I think as more of those people leave the employ of the royal family, we may start to get more murmurs about what was happening behind the scenes.
Well, there's a lot to look forward to. I mean, this is the fourth instalment of the Earthshot Awards. It's been in London, Singapore and Boston before, and there's a lot of excitement here in Cape Town. It's going to be the most sustainable games ever, apparently. They've built an eco-dome, a purpose-built theatre in Cape Town that can be reused and repackaged to go to other places. Prince William has been talking about the urgency, not only of the climate emergency, but also the willingness of Gen Z to get involved. These are the people, of course, the generation that are going to be most affected by climate change. And interestingly, he said that it was great to be back in Africa. He arrives in just a few hours. And of course, Africa was a place of comfort for him, he said, after the of his late mother. He proposed to his wife, the Princess of Wales, in Kenya in 2010. So he's got a lot of affection and a lot of affiliation with the continent. So it'll be interesting to see sort of the buzz around the city. I'm really looking forward to getting out and about and meeting lots of people.
Then there's Prince Andrew and King Charles, locked in a silent standoff over Royal Lodge. A symbol, really, of who has the last word in this family.
I mean, this is, again, another long-running saga in long-running sagas, isn't it? Because Prince Andrew and the King have been at loggerheads. The King is sort of asking him to move out of Royal Lodge, that 30-room mansion that he has in the shadow of Windsor Castle. The Duke of York is refusing to budge on that. But the King has a bit of a trump card, because he has taken away his $6 million a year security detail. He's taken away his $2 million allowance. I mean, this is how Prince Andrew was existing when the late Queen was around. She had a bit of a soft spot for her son, but of course now the King is head of the family. He has said that he doesn't want Andrew to be a financial burden on him anymore, and why wouldn't he? Because Andrew's fall from grace has been well documented, and I think the King feels that he should sort of cut his cloth accordingly, move out of Royal Lodge. He has been given a house, which is Harry and Meghan's old cottage, Frogmore Cottage, on the grounds of the Windsor estate, and yet he's sort of refusing to budge. So again, it'll be interesting to see who wins out of this if the purse strings have been cut now. Well, again, I mean, this is the issue for members of the royal family when they are involved in correspondence, and we've seen that yet again with the King. In 1998, he wrote a series of letters to a friend that had just gone up for auction, and he wrote about the Greek Orthodox Church. He said that they were the only ones that had yet been uncorrupted by loathsome political correctness. And of course, he is head of the Church of England. So this is called quite a stir. I don't think he'd be saying those sorts of things nowadays. But of course, when these letters come to pass at auction, sometimes it can be rather embarrassing for the royal family. And I think that this has sort of befallen the King yet again on this occasion.
Harry and Meghan struck gold with Netflix. Now, their next moves are less about life and more about finance. Their millions needing safe harbor.
Look, it's coming from the Sun newspaper and has been widely reported. We haven't fully confirmed that they bought that Portuguese property. There's even some discussion that that property was bought so that Harry would have a bolt hole to go to should anything happen to the marriage, which is a really interesting proposition in itself. In any case, they made a lot of money from Netflix. They've got $75 million that they earned from Netflix, Harry and Meghan. There was a £15,000 advance, so $30,000 on Harry's book Spare, which was a bestseller, so he will have earned out that advance and millions more from it. They have to park their money somewhere. And interestingly, the Sunday Times today is reporting they have finally, in the UK, finally got eyes on how much property the royal family, how much Charles and William own, and it's over 600 million pounds. So you think about double that in dollars. So in terms of having a history of owning property, that's what Harry's grown up with. He's seen his father and his brother having to manage that. It's not outside the realms of possibility that they would buy more property. But the suggestion that the Portuguese property is going to go on Airbnb, I don't think so. If you've got that money, you don't have to get a few thousand dollars from holiday.
Life has a way of sorting itself out. Do you agree? Absolutely. That's what Prince Harry's hoping, at least, simply because if you remember, the problem that he now has with his visa is very, very, a big problem, because this is what he detailed in his book. And as you know, certain individuals have tried to get that overturned to see exactly what's been on his document. Now, during the previous administration of the Biden years, that apparently was under lock and key. And even more recently, of course, the president at the time, Biden, basically said no, it wouldn't be revealing it. As we know, Eric Trump was rather open about it. But Harry now, apparently, according to a very well-placed source, has decided there's a way around this. And he's decided, as ever, we have to say allegedly, to reach out to someone that really he should have given more courtesy to. But at least he made the effort when they came over to London. We're talking, of course, about the Trumps, but more importantly, his daughter, Ivanka. Now, Ivanka, I've met her, a very beautiful lady, very nice, actually, very, very courteous and kind, lovely to animals. You can always tell somebody, can't you, if they're really sweet to animals, you think, they can't be a bad person. She really was kind to a person's dog in the street. You think, wow, nice lady. Now, what I like about this particular story, according to that source, basically Harry feels if he reaches out to her, then they could have something of a private, take to see exactly where they are.
Yet, Harry's past actions may soon be under scrutiny. Did his words on that visa application align with the truth? Or was there more hidden?
This is all about the fear of the fact that it could unravel, and he, of course, could be exposed for whether he was telling the truth or not on his visa application. I don't know about you, but whichever way you look at it, it's an absolute mess. Now, one might suggest that Ivanka wouldn't really have that much sway, but she does get on incredibly well naturally with her own father. And let's not forget, in the favour of Prince Harry, Donald Trump is a big fan of the British monarchy, and in particular the Queen. But he got on incredibly well with His Majesty the King, King Charles also, along with the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Philip. So I would suspect that whatever people are saying, I think he may become a little bit more lenient in time, seemingly because he wouldn't want to upset the monarchy. It just wouldn't be in his nature. Of course, the public could force that, open, and that could be a totally different situation, and Harry might not have any control over that. But either way, right now, Harry's hoping that the hand of friendship that he showed Ivanka by at least turning up to Buckingham Palace on that prestigious event, while his wife couldn't be bothered, once again, Harry's going to have to go cap in hand, eating humble pie.
God forbid if suddenly we lost the monarchy, that's their business, if you like. That's the business side. So they've been really sensible with it. And as you say, it's been around for centuries. The Crown Estates also, which is a big part of the, if you like, the business side, that was handed obviously over. The money from that gets handed over to the Treasury, which goes back again to the time of George. And then in return, I believe it's called the Sovereign Grant, where they get, if you like, a wage. And that's kind of the money they get for the kind of the duties, if you like, the work that they do.
The Duchess and the royal estate may claim separation, but in the palace, nothing is ever entirely private or independent.
The duchies is completely separate. These are private holdings that they've had for centuries. There was one of the things that came out about how they acquired them. That's historical, with all these kind of things. There's historical things behind it as to how they got them or why they've got them. The point is that they've turned them into successful businesses. They do really well. And there's nothing unusual about it. I mean, they say, they've got properties, people pay rent. I paid rent for one of those properties, and other people pay rent. And it's just a business, as simple as that. But obviously this documentary has kind of looked into it to find out, where they have properties and what kind of money is made. But as you just said, nothing about it really surprised me or shocked me.
I think the fact that Thomas Markle Sr. is still here is a miracle. There were reports at the time around his heart attack and around the wedding, reports and concerns that, he could pass away of a broken heart. And we see the way that Harry and Meghan treated Queen Elizabeth in her twilight years. It was cruel. It was unfair. In Harry and Meghan's docuseries on Netflix reality show, she basically describes her father as deceased. She says that she's lost her father and now Prince Harry's lost his father too. Both of those men are just a phone call away. And I know that Thomas Markle Jr. has been critical of his sister, but I think that hurt people, and kindness costs nothing. And if you can invite George Clooney, who doesn't know you from Adam, on the street, then you can invite your DNA half-siblings to your wedding. This was a one-time event. It wasn't going to hurt anyone. And I understand that a lot of the criticism stems from, protecting his father, who, again, I can't stress enough, that he's been through so much health-wise, and B, his feelings are hurt because she's not treated their family fairly.
And perhaps the most telling move, Harry's children, royal heirs, used as bargaining chips in this kingdom's highest stakes negotiation.
Well, it also feels grossly like these children are being used as a negotiation tactic when it comes to at least King Charles. Harry saying, I refuse to bring the children over to the UK unless I get the round-the-clock, security that I'm requesting. But I wanted you to dig in more, Kev, when he said that Meghan basically learned some of that manipulation. He didn't utilize the word manipulation, but he said, show up, grift, collect the check, move on. He said she learned that from her mother, Doria. But then he said, who Meghan didn't even really grow up with. That's when you should have gone, excuse me, tell me more, because there are severe questions surrounding Meghan, because there are real questions surrounding where Doria went while Meghan was young. And And the reason why that is newsworthy is because Meghan continues to try to rewrite her history. You can't do that. She will tell you herself that she is a historical figure. Well, then there needs to be some honesty, and you cannot continue to try to rewrite your history. You have two siblings. You have two half siblings that you grew up with. They babysat you. You watched Married with Children together while your dad was working on the set. You cannot rewrite history to try to elevate yourself and separate yourself from, as you pointed out, a family that you now believe you are too good for.
Yeah.
So you're going to disown and try to shake off. That wasn't the reality. These were your family members.
But once you get to 95, it's not quite as easy as it used to be. It's bad enough at 73.
King Charles III, at the venerable age of 76, collapsed during a festive Christmas lunch party, leaving the royal family and guests in utter shock. The unexpected drama unfolded moments after a surprise video call from Prince Harry, whose emotional message seemed to overwhelm the monarch. As whispers of health concerns circulate, this incident raises serious questions about the king's well-being and the underlying tensions within the royal family. What really transpired during this fateful celebration? King Charles III's fainting incident. King Charles III's 76th birthday celebration took a dramatic turn when the monarch unexpectedly fainted during the event. The celebration, held on November 14, 2024, was intended to be a modest affair, reflecting the king's preference for understated events. However, the day became a whirlwind of emotions after a surprise video call from his estranged son, Prince Harry. The unexpected gesture, filled with heartfelt words and promises of reconciliation, overwhelmed the king, leading to his fainting spell and raising concerns about his health. The incident came amidst ongoing health challenges faced by King Charles. Earlier in the year, the king underwent surgery for an enlarged prostate, during which doctors discovered a separate cancer diagnosis. While the type of cancer remains undisclosed, palace officials have assured the public that it is not prostate-related. Despite undergoing outpatient treatment, King Charles has continued to fulfill his royal duties. Though the relentless schedule has strained his physical and emotional well-being, Prince Harry's unexpected appearance added an emotional weight to the celebration. The strained relationship between the king and his younger son has been a source of public and private tension, fueled by Harry's departure from royal duties in 2020 and the release of his memoir, Spare. While some viewed Harry's video call as a gesture of reconciliation, others questioned the timing and impact of his intervention, given the king's ongoing health struggles. The fainting incident also highlighted the immense pressures faced by King Charles as he navigates his role as monarch during a challenging period for the royal family. Public scrutiny, declining support for the monarchy, and personal health battles have converged to create a particularly taxing environment for the king. While the palace has assured the public of Charles's recovery, the incident has sparked broader discussions about the future of the monarchy under his reign. It served as a stark reminder that even the most powerful figures are not immune to the emotional and physical toll of their responsibilities. For King Charles, the day laid bare both the challenges of his role and the enduring complexities of his family relationships. Prince Harry's surprise appearance. Prince Harry's surprise appearance during King Charles III's 76th birthday celebration was both unexpected and emotionally charged. The event, which took place on November 14, 2024, was meant to be a private gathering, but it quickly became a focal point for media attention due to Harry's heartfelt video call. This moment was significant, especially considering the ongoing tension between Harry and the royal family since his departure from royal duties in early 2020. As the king celebrated with close family and friends, Harry's video call added a twist to the day. Even though he was thousands of miles away in California, his presence was felt strongly. The video message was filled with sincere wishes and love for his father, touching on themes of family and reconciliation. Many who witnessed the moment noted the emotion in the king's expression as he received Harry's heartfelt words. However, it was also apparent that this unexpected connection brought a mixture of joy and stress, which ultimately contributed to the king fainting shortly after the call. This surprise appearance sparked conversations about the state of their relationship. Since stepping back from royal duties, Harry has been open about the complexities of family dynamics. His memoir, Spare, revealed personal struggles and frustrations, fueling speculation about whether he would ever fully reconcile with his family. The emotional impact of the video call raised hopes for healing, but it also highlighted the challenges that remain. For the royal family, this moment was bittersweet. While it showcased a potential path toward reconciliation between father and son, it also underlined the pressures that come with royal life. King Charles's health concerns further complicated the situation, making the timing of Harry's appearance all the more poignant. King Charles III's health issues. King Charles III has faced a series of health challenges that have raised concerns among the public and within the royal family. As the king approached his 76th birthday, the pressures of his role as monarch became more apparent, especially with his recent medical issues. In early 2024, he underwent surgery for an enlarged prostate. This procedure was significant and required careful monitoring, but it revealed a more serious underlying health problem: cancer. The specifics of the cancer diagnosis have not been publicly disclosed, leading to widespread speculation and concern. Palace officials have reassured the public that the cancer is not related to the prostate issue, but the lack of detailed information has left many wondering about the king's overall health and well-being. King Charles has continued to fulfill his royal duties despite these challenges, demonstrating his commitment to serving the country. However, the demands of his position amid health issues have taken a toll on him. In addition to physical health concerns, the emotional burden of his family dynamics has added further stress. The strained relationship with his son, Prince Harry, has been a topic of public discussion for years. As King Charles navigates his personal health battles, he also faces the challenge of mending family ties that have been stretched thin. This duality, managing health issues while handling family tensions, has made his reign particularly complex. The king's fainting incident during his 76th birthday celebration was a stark reminder of the impact these health issues can have. The fainting spell occurred shortly after an emotionally charged video call from Prince Harry, highlighting how intertwined his physical state is with his emotional well-being. As King Charles continues to manage his health, the public remains hopeful for his recovery and well-being. His commitment to his duties and the royal family is admirable, but it is clear that moving forward, he must prioritize his health. The royal family faces a pivotal moment, and the king's strength and resilience will be crucial in navigating the future of the monarchy. Catherine, Princess of Wales's cancer diagnosis. Catherine, Princess of Wales, has faced a challenging and emotional journey following a cancer diagnosis that came to light in early 2024. Known for her grace and dedication to her royal duties, Catherine's health struggles have deeply affected both her and the royal family, bringing a wave of concern from the public and media alike. In January 2024, during a routine checkup, doctors discovered that Catherine had developed cancer following a planned abdominal surgery. The diagnosis shocked everyone, as she had always been seen as a figure of strength and vitality. The news was especially difficult for her husband, Prince William, and their 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, who have always looked up to their mother as a source of support and inspiration. Following the diagnosis, Catherine underwent chemotherapy as a precautionary measure. While the type of cancer has not been publicly disclosed, the treatment was necessary to ensure her long-term health. Throughout this period, Catherine displayed remarkable courage and resilience. Despite the challenges of her treatment, she continued to make public appearances, showcasing her commitment to her royal duties and her passion for various charitable causes. Catherine's determination to maintain a sense of normalcy for her children during this tough time has been especially commendable. She has been open about the importance of family support, emphasizing how her loved ones have helped her navigate the emotional highs and lows of her diagnosis. In September 2024, Catherine announced that she is now cancer-free, bringing immense relief to her family and supporters. This news was met with widespread celebration, as it marked a new chapter in her life. The Princess of Wales has expressed gratitude for the overwhelming support she received during her health journey, highlighting the power of community and love in overcoming adversity. Catherine's experience has also sparked conversations about cancer awareness and the importance of regular health checkups. Her openness about her diagnosis has inspired many, showing that even those in the public eye face real-life challenges. As she continues her royal duties, Catherine remains a symbol of strength and resilience, reminding everyone that hope and support can make a significant difference in difficult times. Queen Camilla's health and role. Queen Camilla has played a vital role in the British royal family, especially since becoming Queen Consort when King Charles III ascended the throne. However, her health has come under scrutiny in recent months, particularly during the winter of 2024. Camilla has faced health challenges, including a chest infection that caused her to miss several important events, raising concerns among the public and royal watchers. Her absence from key engagements, such as the premiere of the highly anticipated film Gladiator II, highlighted how serious her health issues were. The Queen's commitment to her duties and public appearances is well known, so her absence was notable. During her recovery, the royal family rallied around her, emphasizing the importance of health and well-being. King Charles has often expressed his admiration for Camilla's work and her dedication to various charitable causes, and her health has always been a priority for him. Despite these challenges, Queen Camilla has remained actively involved in her royal duties. She's been a strong advocate for numerous causes, particularly those related to domestic violence, literacy, and animal welfare. Her work in these areas has made a significant impact on many lives, and she has become a beloved figure in the UK and beyond. Camilla's resilience is evident as she continues to balance her health concerns with her royal responsibilities. She has been open about her health journey, which has helped to demystify some of the challenges faced by public figures. By sharing her experiences, she encourages others to prioritize their health. As she continues to recover, Queen Camilla remains a pillar of support for King Charles and the royal family. Her strength and dedication play an essential role in the monarchy, especially during these uncertain times. With her health improving, the Queen looks forward to returning to her full range of duties and continuing her work to make a positive difference in society. Her journey reminds us all of the importance of health, resilience, and the power of community support. Family tensions with Prince Harry. The relationship between Prince Harry and the royal family has been a source of intense public interest and speculation in recent years. Once seen as a beloved member of the British monarchy, Harry's decision to step back from royal duties in early 2020 marked a significant turning point in his relationship with his family, particularly with King Charles III and Prince William. Tensions began to escalate when Harry and his wife, Meghan Markle, sought to carve out a more independent life in North America. Their move was met with mixed reactions. While some praised their desire for privacy and mental health, many royal supporters felt betrayed. The couple's candid interviews and revelations about their experiences within the royal family further fueled the divide. In his memoir, Spare, Harry shared personal stories that painted a complicated picture of family dynamics, including feelings of isolation and misunderstandings. The backdrop of these tensions was the immense pressure that comes with being part of the royal family. Harry often expressed his struggle with the expectations placed on him and the lack of support he felt from his family, which created a rift. The public nature of their disagreements added to the strain, as family matters that would typically remain private became topics of discussion in the media. Despite the challenges, there have been glimpses of hope for reconciliation. Harry's surprise video call to King Charles during his 76th birthday celebration highlighted a desire for connection. This emotional gesture hinted at the possibility of healing, even amidst ongoing tensions. However, the deep-seated issues between Harry and the royal family remain. As the family navigates these complex dynamics, it is clear that the road to reconciliation will take time and effort from all parties involved. The public continues to watch closely, hoping for a resolution that allows Harry to reconnect with his family, while still respecting his need for independence. Ultimately, the relationship between Prince Harry and the royal family reflects the broader struggles many families face, balancing love, duty, and the desire for personal happiness. Public and media scrutiny. The British royal family has always been under the watchful eyes of the public and the media, but in recent years, the level of scrutiny has intensified significantly. Every move made by King Charles III, Queen Camilla, and the younger royals, including Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, is closely followed and analyzed. This relentless attention can be both a blessing and a curse, as it brings popularity, but also immense pressure. For King Charles III, the focus on his health issues has been particularly intense. After his recent surgery for an enlarged prostate and the discovery of cancer, the media has been eager to report on every detail of his condition and recovery. While the public has shown concern and support, the constant coverage can invade the family's privacy, making it difficult for them to manage their personal lives amid the spotlight. Queen Camilla has also faced her share of scrutiny, especially during her recent health challenges. Her absence from public events due to a chest infection raised eyebrows and sparked speculation about her well-being. The media reported extensively on her condition, sometimes sensationalizing the situation, which can create unnecessary worry among the public. The younger royals, particularly Prince Harry and Meghan, have experienced an even more pronounced level of media attention. Their decision to step back from royal duties and move to America led to numerous headlines, many of which were negative and critical. Their candid discussions about mental health and family dynamics have opened up important conversations, but they've also made them targets for public opinion and media backlash. This constant scrutiny can take a toll on the mental health of royal family members. The pressure to maintain a perfect image while dealing with personal struggles can be overwhelming. Despite this, many royals continue to engage with the public and use their platforms for good, showing resilience in the face of challenges. Generational divide in monarchy support. In recent years, a noticeable generational divide has emerged in the support for the British monarchy. While older generations tend to hold a strong sense of loyalty and admiration for the royal family, younger people are increasingly questioning its relevance and role in modern society. This shift in attitudes is significant and reflects changing values and perspectives among the population. For many older individuals, the monarchy represents tradition, history, and continuity. They appreciate the stability it brings, and often view the royals as symbols of national pride. Events like royal weddings and jubilees are celebrated with enthusiasm, and many older supporters see the monarchy as an important part of British culture. This deep-rooted loyalty is often influenced by the respect for the institution that has been passed down through generations. Conversely, younger people are more inclined to challenge traditional norms and advocate for progressive change. Many in this group view the monarchy as outdated and disconnected from their realities. Issues such as equality, representation, and accountability resonate strongly with younger generations, leading them to question the need for a hereditary monarchy. Polls conducted in 2024 revealed that only about 54% of people aged 18 to 24 believed the monarchy was important, a stark contrast to the higher approval ratings among older demographics. The actions and attitudes of younger royals like Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, as well as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, play a crucial role in shaping perceptions. Their efforts to address modern issues, such as mental health and social justice, have appealed to younger audiences. However, the tensions surrounding Harry and Meghan's departure from royal duties have also fueled debates about the monarchy's relevance. As society evolves, the royal family faces the challenge of bridging this generational gap. Understanding and addressing the concerns of younger people is essential for the monarchy's future. Engaging with modern values while still honoring traditions could help the royal family maintain its relevance in a changing world. The ongoing dialogue about the monarchy's role in society will likely continue, as both older and younger generations seek to define what the future of the royal family should look like. Prince William and Catherine's role. Prince William and Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales, have become central figures in the British royal family, embodying a modern approach to monarchy while honoring tradition. Since their marriage in 2011, they have taken on numerous royal duties, engaging with the public and focusing on key issues that resonate with people today. One of their primary roles is to support King Charles III and the royal family as they navigate the challenges of modern life. Prince William, as the eldest son, is second in line to the throne, which adds significant responsibility to his role. He often participates in official engagements, representing the monarchy at important events both at home and abroad. Catherine, known for her grace and approachability, complements William perfectly. Together, they attend charity functions, community events, and state occasions, showcasing their commitment to public service. A key aspect of their work is raising awareness about mental health issues. William and Catherine have been vocal advocates for mental well-being, launching initiatives like the Heads Together campaign. This program encourages open conversations about mental health, aiming to reduce stigma and promote understanding. Their personal experiences and genuine passion for the cause have inspired many, making a meaningful impact in communities across the UK. In addition to mental health, the couple is deeply committed to early childhood development. They believe that investing in children during their formative years is crucial for building a brighter future. Through their Royal Foundation, they have launched projects that focus on improving the lives of young children and supporting families. This dedication reflects their understanding of the challenges faced by modern families and their desire to create positive change. Environmental sustainability is another area where Prince William and Catherine are making strides. They have been active in raising awareness about climate change and the importance of protecting the planet. William's initiative, the Earthshot Prize, aims to inspire innovative solutions to environmental challenges, encouraging individuals and organizations to take action. Catherine also promotes sustainable fashion, often wearing outfits that emphasize eco-friendly choices. King Charles's legacy and concerns for stability. As King Charles III settles into his role as monarch, discussions about his legacy and the stability of the British monarchy have become increasingly important. After the passing of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, in September 2022, Charles took on the significant responsibility of leading the royal family during a time of change and uncertainty. One of the primary concerns surrounding King Charles's legacy is how he will modernize the monarchy while maintaining its traditions. Throughout his life, he has shown a commitment to various causes, including environmental sustainability, social justice, and mental health awareness. His initiatives, such as the Earthshot Prize, aim to inspire action against climate change, reflecting his deep concern for the planet's future. Many hope that by focusing on these pressing issues, he can ensure the monarchy remains relevant in a rapidly changing world. However, King Charles also faces challenges that could impact the stability of the monarchy. The ongoing tensions with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, as well as the generational divide in support for the royal family, are significant factors that could affect public perception. Some younger people are questioning the monarchy's relevance, which raises concerns about its future role in British society. Charles will need to find a way to connect with these younger audiences, while maintaining the loyalty of older supporters. Additionally, the king's health issues have sparked worries about the stability of the monarchy. His recent surgery and cancer diagnosis have led to discussions about the future leadership of the royal family. While he has shown resilience and determination to fulfill his duties, the pressures of being a monarch, especially at an older age, can be daunting. Despite these concerns, King Charles's dedication to his role and the royal family is evident. He aims to foster a sense of unity and purpose within the monarchy, working closely with his son, Prince William, and daughter-in-law, Catherine, to ensure a smooth transition for future generations. As King Charles III navigates the later years of his reign, the question of his legacy and the stability of the monarchy has become a subject of intense discussion. The challenges he has faced, from personal health issues to family tensions, have cast a spotlight on the resilience and adaptability required to lead the British royal family in the 21st century.